Assalamualaikum. My name is Akif. Now I will be presenting about development theory and development agencies. Before we jump deeper about it, we need to understand the definition of development. Development is the process of improving country, economic, social, and political for people to get a better quality of life. Development has been divided into two sections, which is development itself and development agencies, so we can understand it more way better before we elaborate about it. Moving on to our first point, which is development. Developments can contribute to economic growth by creating jobs such as through new facilities. It also can help provide stability for people by improving education services and healthcare. Other than that, development encourages good governance in the country by reducing corruption and increasing transparency of government administration in the making the policies well. Last but not least, now we can talk about development agencies. What is development agencies? Development agencies can support this effort by providing funding for projects like roads and hospitals, assisting government in their decision making for future by implementing their development policies and improving public welfare through community support and education programs. I think that's all from me.
Home Cat Shelter was established in 2012 as a non-profit organization focusing on stray cat welfare in Malaysia. It was founded by Nurul Ain Abdul Hamid, also known as Kak Ain, is located in Shah Alam, Selangor. The shelter provides cat rescue, adoption, medical care, vaccination, and TNR program to manage the stray cat population. The main objective of this program is to provide safety, shelter, and proper care for rescue cat, while promoting responsible pet ownership and reducing stray cat issues. The target group include rescue cat, local communities, potential adopters, volunteers, donors, and animal welfare organization. Their support help SI Home Shelter continue protecting and improving the life of rescue cat.
SI Home Shelters carries out several important activities to support animal welfare. First, the shelter provides medical care for rescued animals through health assessments, vaccinations, and parasite control. Animals that require specialized treatments are referred to veterinary clinics. Second, the shelter relies on volunteers to assist with daily tasks such as feeding animals, maintaining hygiene, and monitoring animal welfare. This program also helps students gain practical experience and raises awareness about issues related to stray animals. Finally, SI Home Shelters depends on donations and fundraising activities to sustain its operations. Donation of food, medication, and other supplies, together with CSR collaboration and fundraising campaigns, help the shelter continue providing care and protection for abandoned, injured, and abused animals.
Moving to the next, which is SWOT analysis. The first one is strengths, which is the first point is strong commitment to animal welfare. SI Home Shelters rescue and care for abandoned, injured, disabled, and sick animals, including cat with FIP, FIV, FELV, and paralyzed. They demonstrate the organization dedicates to animal welfare. The second point is positive public reputation. The shelters has been recognized for its decades-long commitments for rescuing stray cats and providing them with safe environments. Next, we go into the weaknesses, which is the first point is high operational costs. The shelters face the significant expenses, including foods, medication, veterinary treatment, and maintenance. The next point is overcrowding risks. The shelter house hundreds of animals, and the increasing of number of stray cats raise the demand of resources and space, creating potential to overcrowding challenges. The next one is threat and challenges. The first point is financial constraints, which is the SI Home Shelters is a non-government organization, so they did not receive any funding for the governments. Therefore, they depends solely on donation for the public. The last one is staff burnout. The workload of taking care of hundreds of animals with a limited manpower is not a joke to be played in the first place because it requires a strong mental and energies.
So, the achievement that of the SI home shelter is the number of cats that rescued when, according to the CSR Malaysia, more than 600 cats and 12 dogs. They were rescued from the situation involving injury and require medical treatment to treat them. Then, under the care of the shelter, they are recovering physical and emotionally, which that is a good news. That is achievement that they. Moreover, the impact of the shelter is the community awareness shifting where the public are adopting the rescue animal instead of buying. It reduced the quantity of the homeless cat and the pet abandonment. Then, the public attitude toward the stray animal shifting after realizing the harsh reality that they are facing by showing more compassionate treatment to them. Through the consistent rescue and effort, the shelter has become an important organization in order to raise awareness about animal welfare and responsible pet ownership in Malaysia.
Alright, so moving on with our recommendations for SI Home Shelter, there are three key main points, which are volunteer networks, financial funding, and institutional collaborations. First, to expand volunteer networks, NGOs may utilize social media fully, where organizers and volunteers may publish first-hand accounts highlighting their involvement in the project and its real-world impact. To boost long-term volunteer retention, we propose a structural time-banking framework where hours spent volunteering are recorded as credits instead of cash. Now, these credits can be exchanged for anything like goods, services, or rewards. For SI Home Shelter, they can leverage on Malaysia's natural sympathy for cats by hosting regular volunteer programs. Cat lovers who accumulate a target amount of time credits can be eligible to adopt a shelter cat, which is of course subject to strict welfare guidelines. Second, securing adequate funding for logistics and daily animal supplies can be done through corporate financial grants. Now, since corporate financial grants are highly competitive, digital crowdfunding serves as an alternative. Even though it may face inconsistency from donors, it bypasses heavy administrative compliance. Now, because animal-specific corporate grants are highly rare in Malaysia, we can adapt the sponsor a pet model used by PAWS Malaysia. By inviting the public to digitally sponsor specific animals, the public directly bear the daily cost of meals and medical care. Finally, collaboration with local government authorities ensures legal compliance with municipal laws and provides direct logistical access to the local community. Furthermore, building strategic partnerships with established NGOs prevents the duplication of welfare programs. A prime example is the Stray Free Selangor initiative, which is a successful population control partnership between SPCA Selangor and local municipal councils with the backing of the Selangor royal family. Since SI Home Shelter is located in Shah Alam, partnering with an experienced body like SPCA Selangor will greatly streamline operations. Now, to conclude my point, by integrating dynamic social media engagement, alternative funding streams, and institutional collaborations, SI Home Shelter can transform from a localized initiative into a highly sustainable organization.